Sustainability, what does it really mean? Over the past few years, sustainability has emerged as a new buzzword which means different things to different people. For some, it's a deep-rooted belief and a philosophical vision of the world. For some, it's just a nice marketing concept with not much behind, and then there's everything in between. So let's start with a dictionary. To sustain, to nourish, to nurture, to preserve, to maintain, to strengthen, to provide for. This is a very good place to start, and this will frame the sustainability program at WillaKenzie Estate, which we started at the inception of the vineyard and winery over 20 years ago. There are three major components to the WillaKenzie Estate sustainability program. 1. Respect the soil, the environment, and the vines. 2. Management of natural resources and clean winemaking. 3. Sustaining our people, the business, and our customers. Respecting the soil, the environment, and the vines. This is the aspect of sustainability which is often better understood, especially in the wine industry. The soil of a vineyard is what gives the wine its soil and typicity. The roots absorb nutrients and minerals which are specific to a particular site and impart the wine with characteristics that represent the piece of ground. That is the sense of place, the terroir. Heavy usage of chemicals will destroy the underlying structure of the soil and the living organisms which help the roots absorb the nutrients. Respecting the soil, their environment, and the vines are all closely related and interlinked. At WillaKenzie, we use compost made from our own pumice and manure from our local farm, kelp, fish emulsion, humic acid, and natural vitamins such as boron, calcium, and magnesium. We also return to the vineyard the canes that we prune off the vines every year to provide biomass and slow-release nitrogen. We use cover crops as a way to control the erosion and provide a green fertilizer. Today, we almost exclusively use track trackers to minimize soil compaction and allow the soil to breathe. We use implements with shanks, spaders, and vertical rotary tillers to cultivate the soil, rather than horizontal rototillers which create a hard layer in the soil and restrict the penetration of water. We cultivate the weeds under the rows with special machines which cut the weeds, rather than the more convenient but more chemically damaging herbicide Roundup. We finish the work by hand, like digging blackberries, rather than using harsh herbicides. In most vineyards throughout the world, it is necessary to treat the vines during the growing season to prevent diseases such as mildew, botrytis, and rot. We use primary sulfur and only contact fungicides, rather than systemic ones which penetrate the tissues of the plants. We maintain forest and pasture lands around the vineyards to promote a balanced ecosystem and provide habitat to natural predators such as hawks, owls, and coyotes. They naturally keep the rodent population under control. Our fertilization program based on organic materials keeps us from discharging toxic components in the streams and ensure that we can protect wildlife and fish. We are Oregon Certified Sustainable Wines, live and salmon safe certified. The combination of organic-based fertilizers, contact fungicides, no herbicides, cover crop, and diversified ecosystem are major contributors to nurturing the soil, the environment, and the vines. Management of natural resources and clean winemaking. The winemaking process requires a sizable amount of energy to power the various pieces of equipment and the cooling of the tanks. In our case, our cold storage facility, which mimics the effect of a cold, drying wind in the vineyards, contributes to an additional level of electricity consumption. Our farm of solar panels provides around 40% of our electrical needs. We buy the remainder from renewable sources through a PGE program. We collect water in our 6-acre pond during the winter and use it to irrigate the vineyards and the landscaping at the winery and house, rather than using city water. We are very particular about keeping the wine production facilities clean at all time. Again, rather than using harsh chemicals for cleaning floors and tanks, we use primarily hot water at high pressure and agents such as citric acid and hydrogen peroxide. The wastewater is treated in a pair of settling tanks and returned to the pasture. Our winemaking uses old world methods and state-of-the-art technology, but in all cases we use natural products such as enzymes and yeast derived from grapes. We want our wines to be safe and clean so that our customers can enjoy them and feel good about them. We recycle the bottles, cardboard boxes, corks, and capsules for the wines we pour at the tasting room, and also recycle magazines, newspapers, and paper products used in the offices. Sustaining our people and the business. This is often overlooked part of our comprehensive sustainability program, and yet people play a fundamental role in any business. At WillaKenzie, we have provided health benefits to all of our employees and their families from the beginning. This applies to both winery and vineyard workers, and we contribute 90 to 100% of the costs. Our vineyard workers are guaranteed full-time employment year-round and are paid living wages rather than minimal wages. This has resulted in a very capable and loyal crew which we can depend on season after season. We have many employees both at the winery and vineyard who have been with us for more than 10 years. We have been supporting the Salud program from day one. Salud provides health benefits to uninsured vineyard workers and preventive care such as cholesterol testing, flu shots, etc. to all workers. Lastly, we have maintained a profitable business over the years. Our wines may not be the least expensive in the valley, but we have always strived to provide a good value to our customers while ensuring that we maintain a viable business, and we very much depend on you, our customers, to maintain all of our programs. As you can see, sustainability encompasses a wide range of issues for us: the soil, the environment, the vineyards, the winemaking, the resources we use, and the people. For us, it's not a gimmick. We believe in it, not just because it's the right thing to do, but also it's because it's good for business for the short term and the long term.